Good afternoon, everyone. Todd Giles here again with another video about Art170. Congratulations, you have finished the first week of the class, and we'll be talking about that. And then a little bit later, we'll be talking about the second week, Workshop 2, and what to expect. First off, let's talk about the first week. The first thing that I will do is grade your papers. That's very important because as you start working on the next workshop's papers, you need my comments so that you can fix the mistakes that you've made in the first paper, such as APA or grammatical errors or formatting errors somehow, or just what it looks like or following instructions. Let's take a look at a couple things. Here is a sample paper that I've created. I want you to look at this because this one is a little bit different than the one that's actually on the Learning Studio. Here we are in Workshop 2, Art Criticism, and it gives you a critical analysis sample. What I'd like to do is go ahead and send this other one out that I've created. Recently, this class was updated. Somehow, some way, this link was never updated, so it has a paper that I don't really want you to see. If you do download this one, please get rid of it. It's superseded by this one that I will send you in an email. So a few things I want you to look at that a lot of students mess up on, have mistakes, is running heads. You need to make sure that it is APA formatted correctly. Anytime a piece of artwork is noted by title, it needs to be in italics. Okay, so here on the running head, you've got the title of the paper, all caps, APA formatting, and then the title of the piece of artwork, deposition, in italic. Here it is again outside of the running head, thus it's not all caps. Here's the information that I would like included in your paper on the title page. In the APA guide here that I hope you've downloaded, I've noted that a couple times. It says that you only need about 3 of these, the title, the student name, and the university. And for this class, I'd like you to go ahead and add the name of the class, and actually, instead of art appreciation, let's put the section number. Okay, so include this information, the class title, my name, and then the date that you turn it in. Now down here, the statement on plagiarism and honesty. If you have taken the academic honesty quiz, then you do not have to put this in your paper. Moving along in the paper, one thing that has caused some confusion are subheadings. And it says that it will be mandatory for level 2 headings to be used. In this case, the title of the paper here on the very front page will be level 1, so it's centered and bolded, and then the level 2 will be description, analysis, judgment. Those headings, those will be aligned to the left and then bolded according to APA. Again, stress that you go back and learn the APA about all the citations. I give lots and lots of comments about that. So please make sure that you're doing it right from the start, or at least start learning it. So this paper will be sent to you via email so that you all will have it to go by. Also on this paper, there's a rubric that you can download. That's what this is here. The problem is, if you look at the rubric that's in the Learning Studio, the points don't match up. So here on this rubric that you can download, in red is what is on the Learning Studio, and black is what is on the downloaded page. For clarity, I'm going to go ahead and use the one that is in the Learning Studio. Easiest way to pick it out is under description, paragraph, caption. It's 0.5 of a point. So go ahead and please make sure that's what you're going by. Okay, as we go on to Workshop 2, a few things to point out. Here's the Art and Faith section. As we talked about last week, there is no place on that page actually to do a post. So we do have to go back up to the course forum Let me point out a couple things here. It is in Faculty Forum, and I've created a new discussion, Art and Faith Workshop 2. If you hit Show More, that's where you can reply. So this is what you need to hit to go ahead and add something within that discussion. It seemed like a few of you may have just created a whole new discussion by hitting the top respond. Remember, you do have to respond within each discussion. Don't make a whole new discussion. Another thing is that is actually a devotional with 0 points attached to it. Next is the readings. As you do the quiz, let me point out something if you haven't seen it before. We do give this downloadable file, Workshop 2 Preview Assessment. And if you take a look at it, and that looks remarkably just like the quiz. The only difference is on the quiz, the questions will be randomized and the answers are randomized. So it will be a little bit different, but it's here for you to learn. It is not cheating for you to go ahead and do this. It's provided we want you to get into the book, learn, read, be able to give these facts, know about the artwork, go ahead and fill it out. That's learning. Then you can go ahead and go start your quiz and know where things are in the book so that you can get through the quiz before the deadline. So in Workshop 2, we'll be going over Rome, Romanesque, and then in between that, Early Christian. Rome is chapter 3, Early Christian is chapter 4, and then Romanesque is chapter 6. And these two assignments here will be the discussions, and then we do have a paper, Art Criticism, and this is pushing on what we started last week on how to analyze artwork. And then the last part of the week is going to be preparation for the presentation coming up that's due in Workshop 4. One of the first things you need to do here is select which artists you want to do the presentation about their art, about their life, and there is, I believe, more than enough artists here so that we don't have any duplicates. This is a discussion forum, so you make your selection by adding a post to this discussion below, and I think many of you have. Go ahead and read through these instructions to make sure you know what you're doing and maybe start doing some research about that artist. If you do not know how to use PowerPoint, if you don't know how to use Keynote for Apple products, get into YouTube and start learning. I am teaching the class, but that doesn't mean that I am teaching you step-by-step tutorial. There are lots of resources. If you do have questions about it, certainly please contact me. I can help you out with that. As you can tell, I'm an Apple user. I can really help you out more with Keynote, although I do know how to use PowerPoint. And I think that's about it for the beginning of Workshop 2. If you do have questions, give me an email. Ask a question inside the faculty forum. If you need a very quick response, email me. That's about it. So I hope that you have a good week. Please contact me if you need anything, and I'll let you go. Thanks. So what I will do is, hello, Cooper. That would be a fun part of the video. Get him. That's not going to help. What? What happened now?
Cooper, come here, bud.
His little tippy taps or me? And I was doing so